Okay. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Lovely. Snowing. Sleeting. This is Greg from the Vision Fields. Today, we're going to fix the wiper mechanism on a 2011 Chevy Equinox. It broke the other day. A couple weeks ago. It broke when I was on my way up to the hospital to pick up my father to bring him home. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that thing out and show you how it's done. Okay, 2011 Chevy Equinox. Windshield wiper mechanism inside here, it broke. How did it break, Greg? I don't know. I was just driving down the road. It was kind of snowy and there was some snow building up on the windshield like you always have in the wintertime in Michigan. And all of a sudden the wipers stopped working. And when I came out here, I realized, well, that's not working because the mechanism that holds the whole thing together is literally just broken. So what I want to do is pull this stuff out and replace that mechanism. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's really easy. You need a screwdriver and a 15 millimeter socket and a 10 millimeter. So the first thing you got to do is pop out there, and there are these little body push clips. They're made of plastic. There's a rubber seam that runs all along here, and it's attached at these ends, okay? The first thing you want to do is you pull it that way and pull it up. It's just a little hole, clips over, little deal right there. And you pull this thing up. Now, some of these come out harder than others. When I went to find out what was wrong with this thing last week, there's the clip you're taking out right there. They collapse, okay? When that pushes in, this post expands and holds everything together. So you take these all out. This one's gonna come out real easy. Grab this one. Dang it, I don't like it when they come apart like that. There we go. Just stuff that one back down on top of that so I don't lose it. Pop this one out. Okay. Now, there's a panel. I'm going to pull this thing off here. Looks like on the other side. Now, this is a panel. There's a panel right here. And there's one on the other side. There's a living hinge right here. So what you do is, there's a clip right here. You just pull it up like that, pop it out of there. And then there's 3 body clips right along here. Just grab it here and start working your hand down this way. It pops them out and this thing flips over. It's called a living hinge. Same thing over here. Pop that out. Pop that off underneath there. Pop the 3 body clips off right here. Then you can lift this thing up, flip it over. Now, right in these corners, there's a plastic. This one's kind of loose, but this thing is typically tucked up underneath there like that, okay? You need to get that off there. So you pop that, pull that out. It just comes up like that, okay? And I just lay it up there on the hood because this plastic goes up underneath. This plastic goes up underneath there. You need to be able to get to that. On this side, same deal. You push it right here and you pull that out. This is typically tucked up under the body and that's where you'll put it back when you're done. So this is all loose now. So now you got to there's a little cover on this. There's a little slot. You put your screwdriver in the back and you give it a little twist or a little pull and it pops up. Now, some of these again come out way easier than others, and you might even break one of the legs off on these when you do this. I've had it happen before. It's not a big deal. They don't, where'd that go? Okay, it's on the floor. So not a big deal. They'll stay on there when you put it back together. Then you grab your 15 millimeter socket and you break it loose, and they come loose quite easy. I mean, once you break it loose, they will unthread readily. And grab this right here, give it a little pull. There we go. That one's still a little stuckish. There we go. Okay, that's it. Now, you grab the wipers, you give it a little push and a twist, and they pop right out of there. There's a spring right here that helps keep the windshield wiper down. You push it down on that, and at the same time twist with your wrist, and it'll pop it right off that post. Again, sometimes they're stubborn. Now this whole panel is loose, and you'll stand there and go, what's holding it? There's body clips similar to these along there. So you just reach underneath and you start pulling up, and they pop right out like nothing. Okay. Oh, then you got your windshield washer mechanism. There's a little connection right here. It's a twist mechanism. You give it a little turn and it should pop apart. Let me see here. Let me set the camera down just a second. What is it here? What's going on there? Okay, you just pull it apart. Rubber hose just pops right off. And that's what you got left sitting there. So then now this, pull that off. And then here's the mechanism. It's got the motor and everything on it, right? So we're gonna take that screw right there. We're gonna unplug this motor. Some of this stuff is kind of a pain. It's hard to do with one hand. Let's see, is there a clip on that? No. There we go. That's out. And then we're going to take that bolt, this bolt right there, that bolt. That's all that holds the mechanism in. And apparently, looks like about a 12 millimeter socket, which I gotta go grab. Okay, I was wrong. It wasn't a 12 millimeter, it's a 10. So take this 15 off. Pop the 12 millimeter on, 10 millimeter on, and then break them loose. Ouch. That's loose. That one's loose. And come on, get on there, baby. This is hard to do with one hand. And now that one's loose. So it's nice to have like a little electric impact to take these out, or a little electric screw gun with a, adapter for your socket. But I didn't have that handy. It's in the other building. And I'm taking these out by hand. And so I thought I'd just speed it up a little bit. This really is an easy project. It's not that tough. Pretty much anybody could do it. So, but I just thought I would make this video show you how it's done. And then once those are out, the whole mechanism You just kind of wiggle it around, and the whole thing comes out. And as you can see, this is a press fit. So what you're seeing is that little plastic bushing, and it's become disconnected from the drive arm on the motor. So those are just a press fit, and they're snapped together. But once they start to break or come apart, you can snap them back on, but they won't hold very well, and you end up having to replace it. And I'm just trying to demonstrate that here. And like this one, I don't know if this one will come off or not. There, just like that. See? And just like I'm illustrating here, those things should not come apart that easy. I mean, they are snapped together or popped together, whatever you want to call it, but you shouldn't be able to really do that by hand. And so these are worn out. So what's really broken on this is it's just these things are wore out. The whole rest of the mechanism is fine, but you can buy the whole thing with the motor for like 60 bucks, 70 bucks. I'm going to look and see if I can get just the arms, these two arms and new fittings. If I can, I'm just going to put the same assembly back in there with new stuff on it. If I can't, I'll buy the whole mechanism. The installation process is just the reverse of the removal. So what does this do? I don't know what that white button does. Doesn't do nothing. Anyways, I hope this was helpful to you. This is Greg from Elysian Fields, and have a good day.